Hello and welcome, my name is Kavalech, and what in the world is Hell Is Us? Well, I have been very intrigued by this game and very interested for a long time, and now finally getting my hands on it with this demo, which you can go and try right now if you want. I have been a component for saying that demos are such a great idea for a long time, and this is a prime example of why. Well, it's brought to you by a developer, Rogue Factor, and published by Nacon, or Nacon, if you want to say it like bacon, I'm not sure. And it's a third-person action-adventure, exploration, investigation, kind of puzzly. Listen, we're just going to have to get into it and show you this. It's the reason why I was so interested in this game is because it's an anomaly in a lot of ways. It has a lot of kind of features from a lot of different games, but I think it does it in a very unique way. Have a look at settings first, as we always do. We have our gameplay settings, which, let's have some nice stuff. You know, you got your vibrations and your all that type of thing. Separate audio sliders, which I always love, including one for your controller and ambient, and you know I love a good audio suite, if you will. So that's nice. Graphics, actually don't have this on. My goodness, I should have this on. Tut. May as well give it its best shot. So actually the graphics may be even better than I anticipated, but not too bad. I mean, this is a demo. I don't have HDR on just for the videos because it makes it nicer for you guys looking at, but you know, for a demo there's a nice amount of stuff here. I'd be happy enough if they said that this is what was in the actual game itself. Subtitles, you got all your subtitles, you got lots of different things for your controls, fully rebindable as well, which is great. I know a lot of people say, why do you look at these things, you're on console, but I think console players deserve a lot of the same stuff that PC players get. PC players get a lot of settings, and rightfully so. I mean, they should be able to customize a hell of a lot even more than I can, but I think that console players deserve it too. You know, and then you have some accessibility features as well, should you need, which actually I'm going to get rid of motion blur because I'm not a big fan of motion blur in games, if you know me. And then permissions and stuff like that. So I mean, like, there's a nice amount of stuff here. It's a good options menu, especially for a demo. But let's jump in and have a little look at what we're doing. I'll play for nearly an hour. It's a demo. You kind of get the feeling of it quite quickly. Even though it's a wild game. Oh, actually, I can see a difference graphics-wise. So, what is Hell Is Us? Hell Is Us is a game which has incredible atmosphere, as you can tell already. It is a game where you play as a character who has escaped when they were a child from this strange and unusual little town that seems to have a lot of secrets. Many years later, you come back to investigate and find out what's going on, where your parents are, and what's kind of the going-ons and the secrets, only to find that the place is filled with very strange creatures and monsters and, you know, the whole shebang. So already you can tell the atmosphere is just dripping. The reason I wanted to do this video, by the way, is because I think a lot of people are going to kind of maybe see the trailer and stuff and not kind of understand what's going on, and maybe not even try the demos. So this is really just me being like, hey, I really highly recommend this game, and think you should give it a go. So we have a little drone guy. At the moment I only have a light, and I can undock him as well, and we can use him in combat. We'll show that off as we go. You can run around, dodge, can't jump, but that's okay. And then we have weapons. Now I'm using this weapon. There are other weapons as well, if I remember now how to switch weapon. There we go. You start off with this weapon. We have light attacks, heavy attacks. Combat is simple enough, it's not like crazy. But I did unlock these, and they're nice and fast and much better. But so far I'm just explaining a normal game. What exactly makes this game interesting? Well, you'll note that much like a kind of a Souls game or whatever, not really a lot on the screen. This is not a Souls game, by the way, at all. But if I was to go into my options, you'll note that it is fully in-game. You can see my character's hand there and everything. And this is the conceit. So, it's an investigation style game. We have our main plan, which is to investigate clues about my parents, and as we continue we will get different items and characters that we speak to and everything, and we'll build up this, I suppose, web of intrigue, investigation. Nothing happens, there's no map, there's no like objective list that'll say, go to here right now and do this. It's all entirely diegetic within the game's world, and some people don't like that. But I think so far anyway, within this demo, it has been laid out so perfectly that I know exactly where to go and what to do, and what I'm kind of figuring out as I go. And it leads into the puzzles and everything, which I'm hoping we'll get a few in this to kind of explain what's going on. For instance, like here, if we look at the weapons, perhaps my father knows something about the strange weapons, because we know that our father, the only thing we know about our father, was that he was the blacksmith of a town called Genova, not mother, where's it? Father, village of Jova, sorry, not Genova, Jova. This must be father then here, is it? Yeah, blacksmith. I don't remember what he looks like, you know, so we got lots of different things. As I said, we can dive more into all these things as we go. But the details in which they give you information is fabulous, and picking up items and stuff like that and everything. And I love how diegetic everything is. It really makes you feel like you're in this world, you know. Same with like side quests. So like I had this side quest, and it was all completely within the world, and I had to figure it out myself, which I absolutely loved. Absolutely loved it. Now it is action adventure, so there is combat, which hopefully, as I said, we'll grab an enemy soon. Noting that when I saved and quit and everything to get ready to record here, that it didn't respawn any enemies, so that's a thing. It's not focused solely on combat, though there is combat, and it is very good combat, as you'll see. So I've explored this area thoroughly. You'll see this kind of motifs of like maybe World War or something, I don't know. There's a lot of kind of stuff going on, but it's interesting. Now some of these areas can get very dark, that's obviously what your light is for, but I think it's nice. It's nice. As I said, the atmosphere is fantastic, and the strange eerie music. Aha, here we are. So here's some enemies. A lot of enemies actually at once, which is not great, but here we are. So what we can do is we can distract one of them, then run in and fight one of the other ones. Ow. Fighting a lot at once probably isn't the best of ideas. Ooh. He's stayed distracted though, so that's good. Combat is not exactly the most intense, but it works very well, and it is fun. Now there is a parry system. I'm not very good at it. Nope, I'm not very good at it, but there is a parry system. Some people are complaining the parry isn't great, and I think they said they're going to look at it, so that's good. But another thing to note, there it is. There we go, that was a parry. Another thing to note is that if you look at my health in the top left, the red bar and then the green bar is my stamina underneath. As you take damage, it'll go down and you'll have less stamina to deal with as well. But, and this is where this game is very interesting. As I hit this enemy, take a look at my health bar. Now if I press R1, I just healed. So as you hit enemies, you can actually heal. If you time it right, you can do an R1, you can press the R1 button and heal. That's super fucking cool. Now I also have items, so I can indeed, you know, heal whenever I want as well with the items. This is our, because there's no map by the way, but there is a compass to tell me directions, and this will come in handy. We'll talk about this more in a second, the compass. But yeah, so the combat's really interesting to me, and as you fight enemies, your weapons will level up, which is cool. You can also slot different things into your weapon. I can press the R button. As you can see here by your loadout, we'll be able to get glyphs to add into our weapon. You can see all the things, the next one. You can see what the combo hits do. Limbic sphere neutral, I don't know what that is yet, but it looks interesting. This has a better parry agility than the sword, which is good, but obviously does less damage. You also have defensive gear that you can pick up, and then relics, which I haven't got any yet, but we also have armor, well, styling I suppose they call it, so we can get different outfits, so that'll be nice too. But yeah, so the combat is, it's not exactly the most mind-boggling combat in the world, but I actually quite like it. We also have a charge attack. If I charge it down here, you can do about that. A time loop guardian was killed. I have no idea what that means. Oh, this game does a lot of that where you don't know what something means until later on. So yeah, the charge attacks are quite fun to pull off, and they obviously do a hell of a lot of damage. Oh, Oh, observe. Oh, I mean, look at this though. I mean, just the visuals and the way that this game is so just incredible. Ah, so now we have two of these enemies. So these are special enemies. If you see ones with red on them, it means they're gonna have a little dude. So what's gonna happen here? He's gonna split. So in order to kill him, we need to get rid of this first. Ooh. Oh shit, okay, he's in 2 targets to both of them. So we currently can't do damage to the main enemy yet. Ow, I'm being hit a lot here. Now we can hurt him. Heal. Fuck, I didn't get the heal. Shit. That was bad. Oh shit. Hold on, let me give a normal heal actually. Holy shit, I'm getting fucked up here. I could have done this much better, but you look, here it is. Here we are anyway. Okay, spamming is not a good idea. I've no stamina, that's what's wrong. I see. I see what's happening here. Oh shit. And there's the first death. Okay, that was me spamming. And it was a bad idea.
Obviously you didn't die. Concentrate, start over.
Now there's a fun little thing for you there. So we'll go back to our manual save. That's my first death, and that's actually rather embarrassing because I shouldn't have died there. I was spamming attacks, and I really shouldn't have at all. So don't spam attacks, manage your stamina properly. But brings me nicely into the characters and the acting, I suppose, or the dialogue within this game. Fucking fabulous. Really fabulous. You will note the main character, the guy we play as, he is voiced by the guy who played Adam Jensen in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Absolutely incredible voice actor. Incredible voice actor. He really, really, really is very good. He does a great job in this game as well. And then there's also other characters as well that they all just sound fantastic, I have to say. There hasn't been a character yet that I was like, oh, he doesn't sound good, or they don't sound good, or whatever. Okay, hold on. I'm doing the exact same fucking thing again, so be more clever about this. There it is. And we've got our full heal back, which is good. And we'll go for you. Nice. See, that's how you should do it. I need to work on getting my thing upgraded. See, this is how you should. There it is. I need to work on getting my drone upgraded to be able to use it more often. Now, so let's hope that we get some puzzles here now, because obviously that's one of the main draws of this game, is the puzzles and the characterization and the characters as well. What is this? Oh, a glyph. Animosity. Pure hatred manifests into a lasso that ensnares the target's limbic entity, eventually pulling it back into melee range and stunning it in the process. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't think I can equip any glyphs yet because I need to level up more. Tell me about the tower. In the center of forest, ominous structure towering over a lush forest. Yeah, I can't add glyphs yet because I need to upgrade the weapon. Okay, cool. But yeah, well, as I said, when it comes to like characters and stuff, absolutely stunning, this game. Really interesting. Right, so there's a tower over here, and there's nothing over here, is there? Let's have a little look. Now what's interesting is you don't start this game. Also, the creature designs are so cool. So fucking cool. They're haunting looking. You don't start this game with any weapons or even the drone. Like, it's a very interesting opening to this game. Very interesting indeed. So we need something for here, I assume. Interact. Does my heirloom work? It doesn't seem to fit here. Okay, so we need to find a way to open this. Interesting. So we actually can't enter the tower yet. What does this say? The gilded gateway to august passage of Her Majesty the Queen and her stately procession. Does this say the same? Behold the towering ire of infidels, the Arcus spire, vast maw that swallows the loathsome Sabian worms unto their rightful doom. Oh my. Sounds Rather interesting. Right, so we're going to need something for there. And now, not all of the puzzles are just as simple as, oh, you can't get in here, you need a key. Because otherwise I wouldn't be talking about this game at all, you know. One of them had me, it actually was funny enough, it was like a Skyrim door. You know the one from Skyrim when you go into a dungeon that has the rings around them? That you put the golden claw in, and you would have to pick the symbols that would collect to a claw. It looked the same, but the way that worked was there was a poem on the walls that told the story of the people going to that tower, actually, funny enough. And I had to, what's that? Oh, just lights. I had to figure out what it meant and then use, I see I haven't been in here, okay. So this is a different place. So let's go down here then. Hello. Yeah, I had to figure out what it meant and what it wanted me to do with it. And I had to pick the pictures based on the poem, which was really kind of cool. I've also found things hidden in the forest that I can't figure out what to do with yet. There's obviously people that you can interact with, that you can help do things, and if you help them in the right way, then you can, oh, basic medkit, okay. Then you can get items off of them that'll help in different ways and different things like that. I actually haven't gone in here properly either, have I? So maybe we should have a look in here and see what's in here. Oh, a door, okay. Okay. Select slots and put things in it, but I don't have any relevant items for that. Alright. So another dead end, unfortunately. Now I do have a key for an APC, so I can get back to that. I know where that is. So I do have a way forward, but it's just showing you kind of the different things that you can do. I think maybe in the back of the APC there might be something that'll help me, which would be handy. And actually, funny enough, I think I can get back down to it faster going this way, which I like. I appreciate that. It means I don't have to do as much running around. Or maybe not. Maybe this is a different place entirely. I don't think I've been this way. But you may look at this and think, well, no, I have been here. Okay, yeah. No, I know exactly where I am, actually. This is the thing, because you may look at this and think, oh, that's a lot of running around and not a lot of... that's the APC. Not a lot of structure and, oh, it's so easy to get lost and why would you want to do that and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. I actually have not felt lost once. It's not a true open world. It's a semi-open world. And it's done very well. Oh, this poor fucker got killed. A drone bypass and an advanced medical kit. Funny enough, I gave him that medical kit. I like that this update, by the way, with me gone, this moved on. So, what do we get in the back of this? I'm assuming something that'll help us. Or it'll move us to a different area. That could also be a thing. But it's the feeling of the unknown, and I think that's the best thing about this game. And I'm also very much wanting to... Oh, I'm moving here. Okay, shit. Navigation computer. Exit. Okay. What's this? Open datapad. I very much don't want to give too much away, because I'd like people to... I can easily reach the village to open the APC, okay, that's good. I unlocked the door with the key I found on the dead sergeant. The drone seems to be linked to it. Interesting. So you can see how it works in terms of it updates what's going on. I guess he won't be needing his medkit anymore. Yeah, because he's dead. Dead as dicks. The structure collapsed and he was crushed to death. He was wearing an unmarked black military uniform. And there's the thing, right? So there's a lot of this. I had to find, to get the key for the APC and everything, they just told me, oh, the leader of the military group was wearing a red poncho. You know, now, she was out in the open, but I have a feeling the way this game is going, there's going to be a lot of that where it's like, oh, the man wearing an unmarked black military uniform, and you have to specify kind of things like that. It's really interesting. It's a mix of maybe like a point and click with, you know, make sure there's nothing else in here for me to click on before we go to the village, of like a point and click mixed with a puzzle game, mixed with an action adventure-y, almost kind of Souls-like game, in ways. Oh wow, this is a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, so we're here in the forest. We can't seem to go anywhere else other than this place right now. But, oh no, hold on, we can zoom right in. Holy shit. For the moment, I think it's only letting me go to one place. But, again, I have a feeling this is all going to come into play. I don't think you're going to be able to go to everywhere in this world already, I can tell you that, because of the way that this game seems to be laid out. It's more of a semi-open world than a true open world. You know, there's the village of Jova, so we're going to get to the outskirts of the village of Jova. Cool. But overall, as I say, it's just this extreme case of wonder, and I defy anybody not to think that that's so interesting to have. So many games nowadays, we already kind of know what's going to happen, especially with like Souls games and stuff. And I love Souls games, you know me, it's one of my favorites. Might get some dialogue here.
Epsilon 11.
I'll let you hear it.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
Yeah, probably could have dealt with that a bit better, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's that feeling of wonder that not a lot of games can give anymore. Like, I love Souls games to pieces, but I can nearly tell you what's going to happen in each game. I know what kind of thing. Yeah, okay, the bosses might intrigue me and the story might, but gameplay-wise, I know what's going to happen. Also, yes, it's manual saves at these things. Now, you don't need any item to do it. You can just save whenever you want, but it's an interesting way of doing it, to say the least. Right, so here we are in the I fucking can't speak apparently. The Akasa Marshes, Jesus Christ. So yeah, it's definitely not going to be for everybody, I'm sure. But if you're interested in a game with decent enough combat, I won't say it's amazing. It's good combat, it's fun, it feels good, it feels visceral. I like dodging, I like parrying, I like stunning some enemies and then fighting the others. Like, it's like a high B+ combat system. Not going to blow any minds, but it does the job. But if you want to mix that with almost kind of Resident Evil style, and even more, because it's even more in depth than Resident Evil, as I said, almost kind of point and clicky, almost kind of like puzzle gamey puzzles, and intrigue and exploration and kind of investigation style gameplay, I couldn't suggest the game more highly. This game has me hooked, and this is only the demo. And as I said, the music is just haunting and thrilling. It's almost like a horror. Box of bronze acorns. An ammunition box crate holding hundreds of bronze acorns. Why? I don't fucking know. What are we going to need that for? I don't know. I just realized there's lots of bodies in there. That's why the music is bumping. Oh, God. What did that tell me? Oh, God. Chilling. That actually gave me chills right now. Not gonna lie. I just got fucking chills. We can investigate. 900 crates. And, like, items. Like, look at this. Like, what the fuck is that symbol on there? That's so cool looking. Gold cast medallion with 8 figures and a sphere embossed into one side. Like, You know, there's such intrigue. Is that a person? That is a person. Are you a live person? I took my swords out. Not all characters engaged in full conversation may have something to say of interest.
Why? Why? Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna.
Oh, I just realized that's a baby. Jesus Christ, that's a child.
We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsa. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos. I lost them in the crowd.
Fuck.
I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial. Why? We got...
On the...
Why? We got separated.
Okay, why would I give him a watch that said Otis, though?
Why?
Camille, my baby girl Anna. Otis. Okay, but that wouldn't be his, because that's thingy. But good to know. So if I find something that I can give him, I can allow him to do that. Yeah, there's a trade system like that, where it won't tell you what you need exactly, but, you know, you can perhaps find stuff that you can trade items with people and stuff like that. If you listen to the dialogue and hear what they might need or anything, you know. That was horrendous, by the way. Horrendous. Brilliant, but horrendous. They don't hold back. What is happening? Oh, okay. They don't hold back at all. Oh, look at this fucking place, though. Oh my god. Look at this. Come on, like, what is that in the middle? This could be the ending of the demo. That is the ending of the demo. So I'll jump in and show you. It has me hooked. It has me so fucking hooked. I could jump in and show you a bit at the beginning as well, just to show you some of the stuff. Also, you can see here there is 3 different difficulty settings. We have lenient. This is ideal for setting for players who enjoy the game's investigation and desire less of the challenging combat. Ideal setting for players who enjoy moderate combat, and then obviously ideal for a serious challenge for combat encounters. I was actually playing on Merciless, so that'll give you a kind of a little thing there to show. You can see here it says our game has no map markers indicating things or where to go next or who to talk to. Will never tell you precisely what you must be done or how to do it. To thrive in hell, you need to pay attention to environment, listen, and be vigilant. And also tells you it's a work of fiction, because, you know, I was going to believe that it wasn't. Now, I won't show off all the cutscenes and everything here, because I'll let you kind of see bits, but I'll show you a little bit just to kind of give you an idea of the vibe of things. I didn't expect it to end right there where the way demo was, but that's okay. As I said, this video is mainly to kind of give people a feel and say, hey, go try the demo. This game comes out on the 4th of September, or the 1st if you get the deluxe edition, but we'll talk about that at the end. To be honest, one of my only complaints about this game is his hairstyle. He looks like fucking Justin Timberlake back in the day. But this will show you a little bit of the intrigue behind things, and I'll show you a little bit at the beginning of the demo.
It's still experimental, hence the polygraph.
He's horrendous looking, by the way.
I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction.
Ugh.
Now, let's begin.
So this is the
How did
story,
you get in
basically.
here?
We're starting in medias res, which means
Brick road.
halfway through the story.
Well, apparently, needs more time.
So what we're actually playing is him
Lost going through your system.
telling this
Curious
guy
about
this
something.
story about things, you know, which is interesting.
Why
I wonder, will there be a
did
part after
you do
this,
it?
or I don't know. But again, it's all
Anyone
part of the
in my
mystery.
shoes would have done the same.
Right, let's skip now,
I
so we don't
think
get too
you
much information.
overestimate-
As I said, I'll let you guys play yourself. Just the atmosphere, like even this, the graphics are not like mind-blowingly mind-blowing, you know what I mean. They're not like setting the world on fire, but to me they're good enough that I think it's definitely worth it, you know. I think it definitely sets up the atmosphere, it sets up everything. So as I said, you start out with nothing. So I'll get to the point where you get your gear, and then that'll be it. To show you, by the way, so you're supposed to go that way, but there is actually a thing up here. This is where I got this from. Yeah, gold medallion. We actually can't read this at the moment because we haven't got our thingy. So you can see it starts off, and the intrigue is instant. You know, a brief synopsis, as I said. Go and play this demo or get the game if you want to see the full story. But the idea here is that he's telling about how he got back to the village of Jova and how we got into this area, because it's obviously on lockdown. You're not supposed to be able to get in. Oh, Otis, that's the guy whose watch we found. Interesting. I'm not 100% on what to do with that watch or anything, but again, it's all stuff that we could probably figure out in the main game, you know. Dead animals and everything. I'm not even going to save because we'll keep that. I can show you some more of the dialogue system down here if we chat to this guy. So yeah, conversations can be started with many characters you encounter. Conversation topics can be chosen based on datum, so basically how much you know, which represents a specific piece of information you have previously encountered. Conversing with characters may reveal additional datum and can open up new topics of conversation. It's basically a conversation system, you know, but it works pretty well, as you'll see here.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer.
His voice, by the way, amazing. As I said, as you can see, the dialogue system,
You're welcome to
incredible
catch
voices.
your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
He actually says it as well, which is nice.
Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is
I reckon I
knowing
could
my
give him the watch,
son
actually.
might still be alive.
I'd say it was him. I needed to give the watch to, actually. Yeah,
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. A
Very
group
nice
of
guy, though.
strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC.
Where can I find the APC?
So here's the thing, right?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north.
To the north. Doesn't tell me where that is.
What's in the-
We just know there's woods out behind the thing. He also gives us the key, which is nice. Very clever. Means you are forced to have this conversation with him to learn how the conversation system works. And then you can move on with the game. Very clever. We can also ask him if he has any general knowledge.
He was
I won't go through all of these because while they are very interesting to me, you can see this opened up. Well, they're interesting to me. You know, we'll keep this brief just to show off the game a bit, and you can come and play the game fully yourself if you want to. But yeah, as you can see, there's even stuff that I'm looking at now, and I'm like, even in the picture. So in the picture, you can see his son with the watch. So that watch I can definitely bring back to
Gus,
him.
Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. The phone lines
Atticus,
keep going
what a
down,
name.
so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing.
Yeah. Like, as I said, the intrigue is just through the roof. That coupled with a decent enough combat system, I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. You know? So basically, he's just said that, it's in the thing to the north. So that could be anyway. If you're unsure how to proceed, open the datapad and navigate to the Investigations tab. Select Investigation, see all the associated datum. You may select a datum to see information further. But if I press the down button, we can see which way north is. So there are things off to the side, so it's not always best to go straight to your destination. But what I love is that we know that the thing is there, and so going north is the way to get to the APC. It's a simple thing, and it doesn't have to be wildly like, it's really difficult to find your way and get through and everything. You know, I also like that technically these wind chimes seem to guide your way as well, which is pretty cool. You know, I don't want the game to be like extraordinarily difficult to navigate and do and everything. This is also the tutorial-y area, you know. By the way, we made it. This is also the tutorial-y area, so chances are it'll get more difficult as the game goes. But I think, anyway, for me, it's perfectly balanced in terms of intrigue and investigation and combat. It's kind of almost like a perfect game for me in terms of what I want from a game. This is the guy that we
Found me.
helped.
Epsilon 12, right?
Yeah, he can't see because he hurt his eyes.
I'm not sure how.
Let's skip through the dialogue. Oh, I didn't mean to do that again. Who are you? Who are you? Anyway, he was the APC key, so we know about that, but we got to get him his medicine first, and then he'll give us the stuff. So he's told us which direction to go to get the medicine. Actually, I also realized now that this area is blocked off until you get all the medicine and everything and do all that. That's very clever. And done very well, clearly, because I didn't even realize that it had changed. And there is actually rumbling when you're in the area below. So, done very well. So, they open up new areas and shortcuts and things like that, kind of without you even realizing. So it's pretty easy to get through and not get lost. Now there's so many ways to go in this forest. I know which way to go, but I'm gonna have a little look around. I actually don't think I found this last time. Even if you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than red. Equip little items. Yeah. Family treasure. I actually, funny enough, found the I found the treasure chest last time, but I never found the key for the treasure chest. So that's actually something, I'm not going to do it right now because I want to keep going with the video, but that's actually something I could probably do at some stage as well, find the treasure chest key. Yeah, that's quite funny. He's like, oh, you may find the key, but you'll never find the treasure chest. Meanwhile, I found the treasure chest, didn't find the fucking key. Never mind, I found it right now. Okay, cool. Actually not that hard to find. I was just focusing on not getting lost last time, to be completely honest. As far as I remember, it's down here. Let me get these first. That's the medical kit for him. Vial of strange substance, which I don't know what it does, and then some information there as well. So lots of little bits and bobs there to be had, which is always nice. Now I'm not going to be able to find the chest again. I found it last time, but watch me not being able to find it again now. Oh no, I found it there. The blue is hard to find, the red. I found it. There you go. So you're actually seeing something I didn't see last time. Behold, the magnificent traveler of the Kavalech family who belonged to our great-great-great-great-grandpa. Please don't break it, you nitwits. Oh, while grievously wounded, reduces the stamina cost of all actions. Pretty good, actually. Bracelet of ecstasy. Nice. Sweet. So you can see then in our investigations tab, I'm assuming that's defensive gear. Yeah, it is, yeah. In our investigations tab then, that'll be completed, you know. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. As I said, this is only the tutorial area, and already the way that things are laid out and the way that things kind of loop together and just the way the overall game is staged and things like that, I just love completely. Also, to talk about the technical side of things, for me, it looks pretty good. There's some weird stuff every now and again with the trees and stuff, but overall it's pretty good. It runs very smoothly, and I haven't had any hiccups or any problems like that. I need the medkit. Oh yeah, you have to trade with him to do the medkit thing. So you go into trade, and then you can give him the medkit.
Take this.
Use it to open the door. This is what I mean, by the way, by Skyrim type puzzle. As you'll see when I get up here, it's a very, very Skyrim coded puzzle. Both of them actually, there's two puzzles here, and they both are very similar. So already you might be getting flashbacks because we have a thing here, a symbol here, and you're like, what could that symbol possibly mean? Well, if we have a look in here, which we can't, yeah, we can't read any of these because we haven't got a thing. And put our little thing in the lock. Now, I know what to do already. But the first time through, you kind of find yourself going, like I came up here without that and was kind of confused. Oh my, what does this remind you of? Fire eye, and then we know the pickaxes on the other side then. Yeah. It's funny. Like, it's literally the puzzle from Skyrim, but I don't know, there's something charming about it. I like it. I like it. So there's our door open anyway. That opens the door back here. And as a one-off puzzle, that is like a homage to probably one of the most famous video games in the world, I'm okay with it. I'm very okay with it. Now let me show you the introduction to the enemies in this game. First of all, it is dark as fucking dicks in here, which I love. But what is the introduction to... So that actually must be when he just died. I never realized. Look at the fucking atmosphere in here. Like, you could tell me this was a horror game, I'd believe you. It's fucking dripping in atmosphere. I love it. Oh, I love it. But let's have a look. So we go up here and grab this. Yeah, it's telling me about the save system. I already know about it. Yeah, that's great. We're not going to die, so it should be fine. Hopefully. So let me show you the introduction to the enemies in this game. Oh, the atmosphere. Give me more of this game. I need it. I need more of this fucking game. It's so good. It's something different. It's a breath of fresh air. Like a complete breath of fresh air.
Fuck.
Fuck indeed. Oh. Oh.
What the fuck?
Such a fucking cool design. I like this, by the way, showing you how the enemy kind of works before you even have to fight them in the thing. And then obviously showing you this fucking badass who's here to help us, showing us that the drone can, whatchamacallit, distract them, which is pretty cool. Woo. This game is just so badass in so many ways. The music pumping in the background, like, it's so intriguing. Bam! I love video games, man. I fucking love. They're just art. They really are. Like, they're so goddamn good. I love that as well. She realizes the drone is there, so she realizes he's not being distracted anymore. And even though she's about to die, she used the opportunity to finish him off. And then dies. And then we just take her clothes. There's actually... That's probably maybe the only other thing. So his hair is a bit stupid looking when he hasn't got his hat on. And then the other thing is that, doesn't really explain. He just decides, do you know what? I'm going to take all her stuff. Like, just puts on all her armor and everything. Sure. Whatever, game. Whatever. I mean, I guess in that situation, maybe you would too. Maybe you would too. I don't know, but... Oh, the music. Oh. This game is so fucking badass. And then straight into an enemy for you to fight to learn how it works. Oh my god, it's so good. So nice. As you can see, it's really not that difficult to do. We are on the hardest difficulty and it's still not that hard. But it's so goddamn good. You can see what I mean here, by the way. So we gotta figure out the poem and then we can open that door. But the game doesn't tell you, hey, open the big door. Like, it treats you like a fucking person, which is so good. A game, as I said, absolutely dripping with atmosphere. And well deserving of your look and your time. That's kind of all I can show you really with the demo, because like at this stage I'm like, what more can I say? Go and give it a try yourself if you want to try the demo. You can see here how it looks. You know, it's very interesting. What does this say? Oh, I can show you this, I suppose. First, the sinners are brought to the tower. Again, not telling you that it's anything to do with that over there. It seems to be a poem on the wall. But if you engage your brain, it doesn't have to be crazy difficult puzzles, you know? But it allows you to just engage your brain slightly and go, huh, I wonder, are those connected to the things on the wall? You know? And then you find out they are when you give it a go. And I love that. It doesn't hold your hand. You know, it just gives you all the tools in the world, and finally the sinners will fall into the fires of hell. So then we gotta find the second one, you know? And again, this is the tutorial area as well, so they're gonna get harder than this, which I love. The normal sword is actually quite fun as well, in fairness. Maybe I should use the normal sword more. They will endure the climb to the twin-headed serpent. But yeah, as I said, like, this is a tutorial area, so it's going to be easier anyway. But even if it was only stuff like this, it's just little extra things that keep your brain engaged more, you know? So, they climb the tower. First, the sinners shall climb the tower. Then they will endure the twin-headed snakes. And finally be cast into the fires of hell. Bam. I love that. I love that. And then you have this cool iconography on the wall here, which is... what is it? Once swallowed into the depths of the twin-headed serpent tear, the wretched Sabian vermin shall be excreted unto the... excreted unto the flaying pits of the accursed Himalora fields. I don't know what's going on with the story, but it's fucking metal as fuck, and there's lots of cool symbolism and allegories and shit going on. And I'm like, yeah, give it to me. Ow. And I love, even on the harder difficulty, they allow you to, you get your shit back, your health back or whatever, you know, when you're fighting enemies, just checking these rooms. Some of these rooms do have things in them. Again, it's the whole exploration thing. You want to explore everywhere because, unlike in Souls games, which, again, I love Souls games, but in Souls games, you know, if you pick up an item, it's going to be like, Soul of a Lost Undead, or something fucking stupid like that. Maybe once or twice there might be a key, but most of the time you get keys from, like, bosses and stuff. In this game, you know, items could be something really fucking important, so you really want to look around every area and make sure you don't miss anything. Like this. A fucking prison guard journal. I'm filled with glee as they enter, row after row, shackled in bondage of their own making. Asterian, Jehin, filthy cattle. The stench is unbelievable. Unbearable. How I wished my duty would take me to the spire, to hear their cries, to revel in the laments, as they finally grasp the errors of their ways. Alas, my charge lies here. My queen requires it. Cetrus requires it. I am a shepherd to the sinners that wait their final judgment at the spire. Like, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? But I guarantee you, hours and hours and hours from now in the main game, when I play it, you know, it's gonna click together, and I'm gonna go, that's what he fucking means. That's what that meant. And it's probably one of them games where they're telling you the story pretty much from the beginning of the game, but you just don't have the clues yet, so you don't know what it means. There's our other thingy as well, which is nice. We can pop that on. You know, and to me, anyway, that's just... it's wonderful. It's wonderful storytelling. It's really interesting. There was about 50 different threads of things that I didn't know what to do with. By the way, by the time I got to the end of the demo here, like, there was still a lot of things I could do. There was people trapped in a bunker that needed help. There was shit going on there. Tons of stuff going on. But I loved it. I loved it. I loved every second. I loved not knowing. And sometimes that can freak me out in games, but the way this game does it, it feels like an exploration and an investigation. And so I didn't feel like, oh, I'm missing something, or I'm not doing something right, or I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. That's telling me about the healing pulse, which I love, by the way. I love this healing pulse. I think it's very clever. Oh. It's very clever. It means you can stay in the fight longer. And just overall, it's just fucking marvelous. Fucking marvelous. Now, I don't know how this is going to come across on YouTube. It is quite dark for me, and some people don't like that. But I mean, look at the subject matter. Come on, like this game is. It's not exactly holding back the fact that it's pretty spooky. It's pretty spooky enough. It's not like full-on scare your fucking pants off horror, but it's spooky enough, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the way the game is. You know, I appreciate it a lot. Distractibility, yeah. Here we are. So, like, by the signs of it, we're gonna get different drone abilities and different kind of things to do, and I love that as well, because obviously it means we're going to expand what we can do as the game goes, and I'm sure the enemies will also expand as the game goes, which is always good, you know. God, the atmosphere. Oh, pick up his weapons. See, and that's where we get the new weapons there. We can equip them, and you can have both equipped, so you can switch between the two. Meaning there's going to be other weapons as well, which I like the sound of. You know, show off some more of these just to show them off, because I quite like them. Though you saw a lot of them in the last area we were. Nice. Very Resident Evil puzzle here. We got two different ones. What's interesting is that there's two different shapes, and actually you can pick up more than two different ones. So it's not like Resident Evil where it's just like, oh, find the key and that's it. It's find the key, but oh, this is the parry system. Yeah. It's find the key, but also make sure it's the right key for the lock. Yeah, I'm not very good at the parry system, as you can quite easily tell. There it is. Oh. What's interesting is that I didn't take damage though, so you can still block. Those capacitors, by the way, are just simply whatchamacallit, they refill your magic. Well, not magic, but your charged attack, which is interesting. Get out of there. Like, yeah. The game's not too difficult combat-wise, but again, we're still only early days, so that could also change. I may as well bring you full circle here while we're out and about. You know, I'll get you full circle, and then you can see kind of what we're talking about here. So that's one of the medallions. We need two. Secrets of the Ram. May as well, because we're not too far from the quote-unquote ending here. I also like that you can put your swords away and stuff. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. It could be a thing where if you try and talk to somebody with your swords out, they get pissed off at you. Who knows? That's how we do it in my garden. That's definitely how we do it in my garden. What is this? Let no prisoner be led beyond these walls unbound. From neck to ankle they must be shackled, that none may stride unbound to in the tower's shadow. What the fuck does that mean? And now we get the orders there. Locate and contain reported anomalies. Investigate origin and evolution sites. Collect and catalogue relevant materials. And we got the key for the APC. And then a whole thing. So there's a lot. There's a good amount to read. And this leads up down to here, which we've obviously seen. But I have to say, and there's the watch. There's the watch. A good deed started. So bringing that back as a good deed, if you will. Interesting. Yeah, I have to say, I linked enemies. So yeah, this is just telling us about the enemies that are like this, which I have to say are really cool. I like them. Always the ones that get me fucking killed, funny enough. Never mind. Like, as I said, what more can I say about this game in terms of just how fucking cool it is? You just want to keep going and playing because it's just so fucking cool. We got the other ram's head. I think that's the right one. There is another one somewhere. that is obviously the wrong one. Now, these are yellow ones. I just believe they do more damage, maybe. And obviously are a pain in the ass. Well, not a pain in the ass to fight, but slightly more of a pain in the ass to fight than the other dudes. And our weapons leveled up there, as you've seen as well. Hell is Us. It is $59.99 or your regional equivalent. So that's one thing to know. It's not mad expensive, but it's not exactly cheap. It is a full price game. I think it's deserving of a full price game, though. I think there's definitely going to be enough here that it is deserving of that. Now, the deluxe edition gets you a few more items, including a secret code. Not sure how I feel about that being behind a thing, a deluxe edition. It also gets you 3 days early access, which means you can play it on the, excuse me, I apologize, on the 1st of September instead of the 4th. Not sure how big a fan I am of that. It is $79.99, so it is $80. You get different costumes and stuff as well. I mean, look, if you want to, you know, give a game like this a support, you know, you want to support a game like this and everything, I understand it, and I would in some ways maybe agree. I don't know, a lot of the times we do say don't support pre-orders and deluxe editions and all that type of thing, and a lot of times I agree, and in this case I possibly agree too, but then also they're giving us a demo, so they're proving to us that, you know, they're putting their money where their mouth is and saying, try out the game, we're going to show you lots of clips, we're going to show you gameplay itself, and then we're also going to give you a demo to try out. So they've gained a little bit of respect from me in that regards. Whether or not you want to reward that with buying a deluxe edition or anything, that's entirely your call. Entirely your call, and I won't judge you for it. I know a lot of people say, oh, and I agree, if a game doesn't have a demo and doesn't really show a lot of footage or anything, do not pre-order a game, because, you know, they could do whatever the fuck they want. And if they start putting in stupid fucking things behind pre-orders and everything, yeah, I agree. We shouldn't be rewarding them with pre-orders. I'm still not even a big fan of the whole 3-day early access thing. I'm not a big fan of it, but if this is a game you think looks interesting and something you do want to support, then kicking a few extra bucks to them for the deluxe edition may be what you want to do. That's entirely up to you and your call. Me, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I'm going to wait a little bit and decide from there. Anyway, yeah, I mean, look, I could have finished this video ages ago. I'm just hooked. I'm hooked. I want to keep playing. I can't wait for the release of the main game, because this game is so goddamn fun. And I really do hope... Oh, I didn't even fucking get that last time. That's an item I didn't even know was there. Yeah, I'm hooked, and I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you give it a go and really enjoy it too. If you like what you've seen, please do like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? What do you think of the game? Is it something unique? Do you think it's actually just old hat and it's just the same as many other games? I don't know. Maybe you do. Do you think it's something you want to play and do? I was gonna cock tease you, but I won't. We'll give him back his thing.
Startled me. Listen.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I should have went into the trade thing to give him the watch. Here, have the watch.
Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. My father.
Oh God, more wonderful dialogue. So that might not come into play now, but I don't know. Maybe he'll help us at some stage. Anyway, look, I've been Kavalech. As I said, let me know what you think, if you enjoyed the game, and if you think you're going to play it yourself. I'm very interested to see what you guys think about this one. But I do implore you, oh, you implore us to, but I do implore you to at least give the demo a go and to see what you think yourself. Overall, Hell is Us, fantastic game. As I said, €59.99 or your regional equivalent. $79.99 for the deluxe edition. It is out on the 4th of September. The demo is available right now. Go have a blast, get engrossed in this incredible fucking world, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. Ha!